Hello, I'm Amy Zawi with the Jerusalem Connection Report Red Alert for Wednesday, November 29. BDS activities on college campuses. I'd like to bring that up this week as we wrap up the fall semester, and also to note that the origin of the BDS, or Boycott, Divest, and Sanction movement, has occurred on the college's campuses of North America. All over the world, though, BDS activities are ongoing. For example, at the University of Nottingham, the Jewish students this semester were horrified to see stickers that had the phrase "Boycott Israeli Apartheid" placed all over campus, including in the Jewish Hall, during the Welcome Fair. As well, during that same week, the university chaplaincy had a particular speaker named Reverend Dr. Fadi Diab, a Christian from Ramallah, known to be anti-Semitic, who looked Jewish students right in the face and told them that they were responsible for the bombing of homes in Gaza. However, these students were not responsible for those bombings, nor did the good Reverend explain the context of why those addresses were bombed in the first place. Credible intelligence that the rocket launchers were at those addresses, prefaced by the fact that leaflets are normally dropped in the Gaza Strip around the areas where Israelis are going to bomb in order to warn the civilian populations to please leave. University of Nottingham has a slogan called Britain's Global University. They want to retain that reputation and that slogan. They need to change their policies on what kind of stickers they're going to pass out at the welcome events. Again, at the Brooklyn College, the president of the Students for Justice of Palestine, a lady named Alia Ali, had Twitter posted 10 things I hate. Those included school, socializing, white people, homework, a curse word I won't use, history, liars, being fat compliments, and Jews. So Jews were on her top 10 things that she hates. Now, this is the president of a student organization on a college campus, an accredited university in America. And she is posting how much she hates not just Jewish people, which is open discrimination and prejudice, but school, socializing, white people, and homework and history. Those are all things that you encounter in daily life at the university. So I'm not exactly sure what this young lady thinks she's going to accomplish at school. Anyway, she has also been, in her tenure as the president of that organization, involved in many scathing written and public outbursts, including calling a faculty member a Zionist pig. So I'm not sure how that qualifies as academic and respectful discourse on a college campus, and yet she is tolerated. The University of Michigan, unfortunately, just passed that they will not be changing their boycott and divest activities or resolutions that was passed several years ago. At the Syracuse University in upstate New York, the new school, Department of Creative Publishing and Critical Journalism, has decided to host a panel in the end of November called Anti-Semitism and the Struggle for Justice. There's a petition on the Camera on Campus Facebook page, as well as their web page, Camera on Campus. You can Google search it or search it on Facebook to sign the petition against this particular panel, which has 3 panelists that in by no means have any intellectual honesty to discuss said issues of anti-Semitism and the struggle for justice. The panelists include Linda Morales, who has publicly posted on her social media pages to, quote, drive a wedge between Zionists and the left, between Zionists and the queer community, between Zionists and the POC communities. Rebecca Vilcomerson said that the Student for Justice in Palestine's role is to drive a wedge between Judaism and Zionism. Linda Sarsour, who I've reported on previously, has said that nothing is creepier than Zionism, and she declared that Zionists cannot be feminists. All 3 of these people are invited to be panelists on a topic known as anti-Semitism and the struggle for justice, with no counterpoint of view being invited to the panel. You can sign this petition online asking for the university to reconsider the panelists, or perhaps to add to the panelists some left of center Zionists as well as other voices on the political spectrum. And at Rutgers University, unfortunately, a university that has never had much BDS activities on its campus at all and has a large and diverse Jewish community living there, there has been some anti-Semitism that has creeped onto campus, including multiple faculty members posting anti-Semitic ideas on their Facebook and social media pages, including one professor, Michael Chinkandidis, professor of microbiology at the Department of Food Sciences. He has called on social media Judaism the most racist religion in the world. He has called Israel a terrorist country. He's called Israel the cause, having the goal of genocidal extermination of a land's native population. He's also gone on to criticize the nation, and particularly the city of Tel Aviv, because of its tolerance of the LGBT community and the number of homosexuals that are allowed to live there, which I don't understand. If he just said it was a racist and, may I say, bigoted nation, how then would it have tolerate the biggest homosexual community? So it's a little bit incongruent. But anyway, the leadership of the school is investigating to see if there are grounds for dismissal that don't affect the professor's freedom of speech rights. Moreover, his Facebook page was taken down. I'm reporting on these various things that happened over university campuses, and these are just a few of many that have happened in the last month or so, to remind you that the academic institutions of North America and Europe and the West as a whole are constantly undermined by people who are anti-Semitic, bigoted, discriminatory, and often veil themselves in the cloth of being human rights activists, for example, the folks showing up at the Newhouse School at Syracuse. So continue to search for the truth, post the truth on your social media pages, contribute or volunteer for organizations that are seeking to enlighten the truth about the BDS movement, and do your part as you can to help us continue this effort. Shavua Tov. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Wednesday.